Yo, this is Swifty McVeigh.
What up, though? This is Kuniva.
Yo, that's your boy Bazaar.
And D12 is definitely in the house.
And go check out Devil's Night out right now, the mixtape.
HotNewHipHop.
We got on, man, and we wanted to rep our city, you know, with our styles, you know, being dark, hardcore MCs from the city, man. We wanted to do something to put our city on the map, and first thing we thought about was Devil's Night, you know, because Devil's Night it only happens in Detroit the night before Halloween. You know what I'm saying? And our styles and the way we rap can relate to the essence of that day. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to go ahead and bring that to the forefront to let the world know this is what it is the night before Halloween. And you know, we all got together and got beats from the ground up, and just began to process the record.
This is basically was a proof idea, his plan. So, you know, as far as leadership, you know, he was basically the leader, you know what I'm saying? And we just kind of like, you know, took orders from him, you know what I'm saying? And basically everybody knew their role and what they brought to the table for the, you know, as far as the project. So it wasn't really hard to fall in line, man. We been disciplined our whole life, our whole career. It was his label, so basically that means he was executive producer. Basically, you know, it was label. He had got off to like a bigger start than us. So, you know, once we had came, he's like on his second album already. So, you know, basically, you know, he took the big brother role for as far as, you know, helping us out.
It was still new to us. It was more disbelief, like we actually made it. You know what I'm saying? But we still were nervous about how we'll be received by the public and everything. I mean, we're coming after, you know, like 2 big albums with Eminem, so it's like he's co-signing us. We are his people, and so we have a lot to live up to. But at the same time, we were thinking on ways to how to separate our styles and show each person individually how they shine and what they do. But in our minds, we were thinking, and while creating, all we wanted to do was make dope music, and we were more focused a lot on shock value and shit like that, like saying shit. That was our thing, saying and doing shit that nobody else would say, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we were more focused on getting the oohs and ahs like we used to. That was our thing like that, but he had to tell us like, yo, it's, you know, you have to start structuring these songs the right way and, you know, do it like this, do it like that. So we were more like, pretty much deer in the headlights. I mean, we saw everything coming, but it was like we didn't expect for it to be that you know, massive like that. So it was like, man, we were, you know, just at that time though, we were just happy to be on. So we were just all excited.
Fight music, maybe the American Psycho too. You know what I'm saying? When I heard them go in on that song and heard M's verse and kind artists and Biz's verse, I mean, I went off the roof. It gave me chills. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to rap on that song, but I knew they handled their business, and that was one of the songs where I couldn't wait for the audience to hear on that particular song right there. And fight music, of course, you know, creating a banger with Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing certain things in that track that I never heard before sonically. You know what I'm saying? And it just, you know, that blew my mind too. So
man, it was crazy, man. We did a lot of records, man. I remember just one particular record, and it ended up being an Eminem record. But what was that Sorry Mama? It was Sorry Mama, that one of his biggest hits, and we had that song first. And actually, Bazaar was on that song first, and he was talking some crazy shit, and the whole group was like, "Yo, he can't say this shit. This is like too much." So you know, he got a call from Dr. Dre. Dre was like, "Man, say that shit, man. You got to say it, blah, blah, blah." But after a while, he ultimately he actually gave in to the group and was like, "You know what, fuck it, man." So M was like, "All right, fuck it, I'll take the song." And he took it and made Sorry Mama with it. But, you know, just that particular incident is just a reminder of, you know, everyone, how creative everyone was, so much ahead of our time we were. And listen to it, I'm like, damn, I wonder how that song would have been received if it would have went on our album and shit, and if Biz would have did it, well, however I would have turned out. But I just remember us being so creative that, you know, pretty much it was everything that we were doing pretty much was going on the album, because everything we thought of was just it was just a dope creative time, and especially even with Purple Pills. And I hated writing that song. I was like, man, I hate this shit. And me and Mr. Porter, me and Con Artists would be sitting there writing our shit, and we was like, man, we were mad as hell writing it. But after we did it, we was like, yo, this is kind of dope.
The song Devil's Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that kind of like summed it all up. You know what I'm saying? Basically, our city, what we've been through. So I say that would be one of my dopest songs. Devil's Night, the song.
I think our goal was met with that particular project, and we really, I can't say our goal was met. Most of them were met, but it was more of us showcasing who we are and showcasing the zaniness and raunchiness of the group, and letting other people know that we have skill and all of that. But I think overall what we were trying to accomplish is really showing people that there still are dope rap groups, and everyone was getting co-signed in by somebody. They're coming out with groups and all of that stuff, but we really had something to prove, because for one, no one from Detroit, there's never been a group from Detroit that came out and did what we did. And we were setting out to try to make history, but at the same time, we were just trying to make good music. So the main thing that we were trying to accomplish while making this project was, for one, getting up out of our mama's basement, and for two, to really make a mark on this industry, because we had something to prove. Because they'll write us off as y'all just Eminem boys, he just looking out, and we wanted to let people know that we were more than just his homeboys. We actually had skill. So that was our main focus of what we wanted to prove, because they were already writing about it and stuff like, yo, are they going to be just some regular Eminem clones and try to sound like this and blah blah blah. So it was just really just showing people who we are, and that we can actually make dope ass music, as a collective.
Well, basically, the Devil's Night mixtape, we going to the basically it is a mixtape, so that's the number one thing. The number two is we're going to the mind state of the Devil's, basically Devil's Night, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the old essence, the old D12 that you got back in, the day, you know what I'm saying, in a mixtape form. So with the raw skills, raw lyrics, the battle shit, all that in one. So it's going to be crazy, man.
We got our homeboy Lazarus from the D, you know what I'm saying, spitting on it.
Mr. Porter.
Mr. Porter.
We got a song with G Unit, Slaughterhouse, one with Crooked Eye. We got Royce the 5'9", the homie. We got a song with Slum Village. Yeah. D12 Slum Village.
And big shout out to our family, King Gordy. King
Oh,
Gordy
yeah.
been in
Shout
the
out
lab
to
with us, holding us down.
Yeah. We just getting back the whole feel of the whole D12 and reintroducing ourselves to new fans. So we might even have another mixtape before an official project or something like that. But just be looking forward to us to stay active and keep banging out music. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely some shit coming. It's in the works. So we just be prepared to look for more D12 music, because that's what's on the way. It's no more slacking. We back up in this bitch, and we not going nowhere.